Good morning, everybody. Myself, Acharya Vishwendra. Today, I'll talk about OST. So, OST is a concept which was envisioned by me in 2018. I started a setup with the name OST. The full form of OST is Optimal Success Trajectory. So, it deals with optimization of the success trajectory in academic and professional life. So, let's deal with things in more better perspectives. So fundamentally, it's envisioned for optimal success in JEE NEET. As you must be knowing that these are highly competitive exams and are the only hope for middle class students who don't have any other mechanism to live a quality life. So for middle class students whose parents can't afford too much money uh, in their education, the only way to live a quality life is by cracking a competitive exam, getting entrance to elite institutions of the country, and then earn name, fame, and money. So that's why there is a highly competitive environment for getting seats into those colleges. And as per stat says, there is only about 3% selection rate. You can say that only 3% of the students who start preparing gets entry into those elite institutions. They got entry into those institutions. So certainly there are certain secret psychological patterns to decode these exams, and nobody talks about them. And the secrets are use of subconscious mind, use of neural pattern, and the coordination of the mind brain system. Today there is no scarcity of coaching institutions, teachers, trainers. Abundance are there. Everybody is in abundant, but still, a very few have the guts to transform the mind brain system of an average student so that they can work, they can develop their mind brain system for finally cracking JEE. To understand it better, I'll ask you a simple question. How many pages you studied today? Just try to recall that how many pages you are able to retrieve, how many pages, which chapters, how many questions, answers of the questions, and try to feel that what is happening within you. So you are trying to get access to somewhere, some place in your mind brain system where every information, every page that you learned is getting stored. So this is the coordination between mind and the brain that I was talking. And success in JEE NEET is about your capability to deal with the interaction between mind and brain, and especially use of mind uh, and combining the three levels of the mind: conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind. So it is the mind brain coordination which plays the significant role and which is a hidden factor behind exam preparation. So OST is all about training your mind brain system for decoding the secret patterns, the psychological patterns which are needed to solve questions, which are a must to crack JEE. And you must have felt then when you try to recall information about what you learned, you feel certain sort of stress, anxiety, depression. So that can be graphically represented like this. If you analyze performance versus stress graph, what happens within you using EEG techniques, you can manage the stress level, you can decode the stress level, your BP will change, your heartbeat will change. So this is Yerkson and Dodson law. They were psychologists, and based on a number of performers from various fields, they came to conclude that performance versus stress graph for a person is just like this. Average person I'm talking. And there is a certain stress level which is called the optimal stress, and your performance is maximum at that optimal level. So optimal success trajectory is all about Yerkes-Dodson law, which is that everybody has got a certain optimal frequency of working, a certain optimal stress. If you increase the stress beyond the optimal level, performance will decline. That's what happens when under pressure we are not able to perform. I have seen many students. I was myself a very hardworking student. I used to study a lot, used to do a lot of hard work, used to do a lot of questions, a lot of practice. But when I actually put myself to the test, I was not able to manage the pressure during that high pressure environment, and my performance used to decline. I used to get overstressed, and because of that, my performance would decline, and that would further tend me to a loop of anxiety, depression, excitement, hurry, and ultimately I was not able to get what I wanted. to get what I deserved. So this is all about the concept of optimal stress. And there is one more thing. When we are under stress, performance is low, and when we are overstressed, also the performance is low. There is just a point which is called the optimal stress, where the performance is optimal. So optimal success trajectory is all about training you that how to get yourself to perform optimally, which is the secret for cracking the ANA. Teachers are same, information is same, formulas are same, pages are same, question paper is same, but result is different because of the frequencies, because of the management of the stress level by the students, and it takes time to get your optimal frequency and work on that optimal frequency to get the best output out of it. So it is also based on the concept of physics, which we called as the resonance. So resonance is when a circuit, an AC circuit, is operating under different frequencies. Then at a certain particular frequency, current in the circuit is maximum. Human mind-brain system is also a flow of neurons. When we have thoughts, when we are doing something, then actually neurons are flowing in the brain, and they constitutes a current also. And since current is maximum at a certain frequency, in the very same way, the neural current, the flow of neurons, that is also maximum at a certain frequency, which is called the optimal frequency, which is the concept behind optimal success trajectory. So if you want to know more, you can ask in the comment section. You can also read my book OST by Acharya Vishwendra if you want to know about the details. There is another video with the name OST in which I have discussed the more technicalities from some references from my books. So if you want to optimize your performance, want to optimize your results, and when you try to retrieve the data, you find it uncomfortable, you find anxiety, you find depression. When you solve problem, you are not able to concentrate, you feel distracted thoughts, you can contact me out. I'll certainly help you out. So all the best for your exams. And if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.